Alright, I was gonna do this audio message, and in this audio message, I'm gonna be talking about the visions, having visions, and I was gonna put it in this topic about visions is like when you have visions, you learning, It's a way to speak to you, to teach you, whether you having a daydream, whether you're reading a book, whether you're watching television, a movie, whether you know, vision from God's revealing shit to you in like a daydream or whatever it is. And those are all visions. Television is a way to get you the vision. It's visioning. It's the government or the oppressors giving you television so they can get you the vision and brainwash you to be able to believe in them, to believe in the oppressors, to believe in the devil, because you gotta understand, it's called television for a reason, because it's trying to get you to learn based on the programs on TV. Notice how they called programs too. The programs on TV, television programs, they built to program you, to control your mind, and they just say it's a business. Now it's to the point, they atheize it because now they can just say, oh, we're doing it as a business. We brainwash people because now it's a business. Well, I just told y'all that secret right then and there, because you gotta understand something. You are not delusional for questioning things. You're not. You are not delusional for questioning things. They delusional for thinking you're delusional because you out here finding out knowledge, looking through stuff, seeing through different aspects, seeing through different visions, seeing through different. And when you vision from God, they're gonna try to say you're delusional because you're over here questioning. You're over here questioning the authority. You're questioning the Illuminati, the fallen angels, the devil. You can't question the devil. No, you're delusional for questioning the devil. And that's the thing. When you learning more about life and how life is, they want y'all to be delusional. They really want you to be a delusion. Because that's why they say you're delusional, because they want they want you to be a delusion. They don't want you to be real, because they want you to basically not be right. They don't want you to be right about it, because people have their own set of beliefs, and a lot of people are already programmed by everything to where they just go in and talk like a bunch of zombies and slaves and puppets, because that's what it is. That's what it is. The whole thing about visioning is you learn from visions. And it's not my fault y'all just destroyed for lack of knowledge. Like, you cannot come at me and say that I'm delusional because y'all not ready for the knowledge. Some people not ready for the knowledge of God, so they just gonna assume and be delusional on you. So it goes right back to them. That's the funny thing about it, is it always goes right back to you. What you don't believe in, someone else will. Just because you think I'm delusional because I'm taking a stand for God, and learning and building up more knowledge and building up my knowledge from God, and I'm actually making it look sexy and making it look hot to follow God. I'm creating a new thing. And they think just because you create a new thing, that means you're delusional. No, y'all just programmed. I'm a human. I am supposed to be unique and different. And that's the thing. They enigma that. They enigma all the words. So when you stick up for yourself, they enigma when you stick up for yourself. So you got to switch up, because when you stick up for yourself, now they trying to enigma it and vision, give you a vision to basically program your mind based on it. So to be real honest, God has to raise someone up to be this smart and clever, and I'm just thankful it was me. And I'm gonna use an example, because about the television thing, I'm gonna use this example. Actually, you need to be free. You need to be free. When you're trying to gain freedom, that's when they want to prison you, motherfucker. This is a way of prisoning you. But with that being said, I was going to say this about atheism. This is what I was going to say about the atheism thing about television, is they try to program that on you, but guess what? It doesn't go against the knowledge of God. It doesn't disprove it. It proves it. Atheism proves the knowledge of God. Yeah. Atheism proves the knowledge of God because God is the creator of everything. You can't just skip over that credential of God. So atheism isn't a thing then. It's just actually atheism is controlled by God. So if you're an atheist, you're being controlled and puppeted by God. So it's pretty clear, we already know hell's a place. You already know there's pain and suffering. That's one of the things that's on this earth is physical pain and suffering. You can't run away from it. You can't run away from physical pain and suffering. So I'm gonna tell this to these motherfuckers. If hell is not a real place, then go burn yourself. Go kill yourself. Just burn yourself to death. Just literally burn yourself to death, and you'll come to find out that when you think about death, when you think about all that pain, actually when you just think about all that physical pain shit, and you actually feel physical pain, it's kind of hard not to believe in hell. I would say, because that's basically what it is. Hell is torment. So if you're being tormented, 9 times out of 10, you probably gonna have to believe in it, because it's actually the world we live in. It's common sense, and you can't run away from the world we live in. That's what I don't understand about that's the thing about atheists, is they run away from the world we live in. You cannot run away from reality. They choose to do that shit to run away from reality. And I was gonna say about television is how they program everyone is they make you think that being an atheist, actually being smart, the whole enigma of you being smart is an atheist thing. Well, hold up. Isn't that why God raised me up? Because you can be smart and represent God. They trying to enigma and make everybody look dumb. That's religious people. That's not even true followers of God to begin with that actually be dumb. And that's what I said. That's why I said get out of all that religious shit, because you gotta understand how religion get down. That's just controlled by the devil. The devil uses all that religion shit, because guess what? Jesus was never even into religion to with that. And at the same time, that's because it's witchcraft ran. All those religions, I just say they just a bunch of actors too. That's what I say, And what I was gonna say about that is delusions, man, the visions, everything that I said about visions, man, is you got a vision correct. You really got a vision correct for God, or else it's not gonna work. You got to try to vision correct for God. You can't let all these debased motherfuckers on this earth try to instill a crappy mindset on you. No, you can't. You got to fight it. You got to make it look normal, actually, to follow God. You got to make it look hot. You got to make it look sexy. You got to make it look banging. You can't just, say that God ain't banging just because you can't see it. No, you're going to have to. You're going to have to see it, because that's what's going to have to happen before you die. If you're trying to make it to heaven, you're going to have to see it for what it is. You're going to have to see God for what he really is. You can't keep running away from God in the presence of God. You can't. Jesus is a real thing. God is a real thing. You can't be delusional on it. And that's what I said. The atheists, they copycat God. They take from God that whole thing about delusions and everything, and every aspect. You gotta understand, the atheists copycat God. They come as an angel of light, and that's how they deceive people too, is because they get points. And that's why I said, why make them look smart then? Why make them look smart then? Why make all these motherfuckers look smart and then try to enigma God's elect as a bunch of religious foolish people? Like that's what I seen on television today. And that's what I have to say about that, is when they have God on television, it's not the real God. No, it's a false God. It's literally a false God. It's like the Israelites worshiping the golden calf. That's what it is. That's what television is. You're not getting the real God out of it. You're not. You're not. Because God cannot be beat. That's the thing about atheists that I'm going to say is that they think they can beat God. You cannot beat God. God is above you. He's the most high. That's the credential you're supposed to actually believe in, because actually it's not even about belief. At that point, it's not about belief. It's just about facts and what facts actually be. And it makes them look like witches. It really makes it look really shady that they would even come at you like that, because they look like a bunch of shady motherfuckers. That's what I said. It's shady, because why would you you know come at me for providing God and the truth, and then go back to your ways of it's hypocrisy. They hypocrites. They are hypocrites, like really. So that's what I said. Visions, 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 visions. Get into the right visions for God. That's what I was gonna say, because they all trying to control your visions. They give you television trying to control your vision. They give you video games. They give you they give you everything you can think of, books, movies, even your families, even your even your jobs, your workers, the whole slavery of America and the world. They just all this social media stuff too. They trying to program you, and that's what it is. They don't want the chosen man of God, the chosen woman of God to come up. They don't want that, because the whole structure is built to keep God's chosen at the bottom, to keep us slaves, because we out here pushing God. We need the money. We need all this riches on this earth, because we are the chosen. We are the select few that are chosen to bring God on this earth, and to make us look all crappy like that and to look like scrubs is retarded. You cannot make God look like a scrub. You cannot beat God, because God can never die. That's the thing about God. God cannot die. God can't burn in hell. He the creator. You can't put God in a box. That's what I said. These motherfuckers try putting God in a box, and they wonder why they losers. They wonder why they nothing in life, because they the same. They love being exactly the same as everyone else. And that's the whole point of it, is you trying to put God in a box. But guess what? God is not in no box. It's you that's in a box, putting yourself in a box. It's not God. If God was in a box, why the fuck would how would it be God then? See what I mean? So again, I'm just debunking this whole conspiracy theories against God, because it's conspiracy theories. Notice how they enigma God, and they say, like, if you speak truth for God, it's conspiracy theories. No, actually, it's the other way around. So you see how backwards everything is? Now you're really starting to see the world for what it is. That's what television does about God too. That's what they do about God too. And that's what I said. It's prisoned. It's imprisonment. And that's what I said. You gotta watch out for these corrupt motherfuckers on this earth, because they just want to imprison you. They want to instill the devil into your mind and instill his voice and get him. Because you gotta understand, you can hear the devil voice speak to you in visions and daydreams and anything. And that's what these atheists do. They listen to the devil voice. You gotta understand what atheists do. They listen to Satan 24/7. That's how they get that atheist mindset. That's where it comes from. It comes from the devil. They minds come from the devil. Well, guess what? Now, since y'all hear this different information, now y'all should probably go crazy and nuts on these atheists, because guess what? Y'all been programmed for so long. Y'all not seen. Y'all been in a box for so long. You never thought there could be someone like me out there, and that's why I love being chosen by God, because I'm outside the box. I'm thinking outside the box. I'm thinking, hold up, how can God be basically in form of the devil? How can y'all believe God is the devil and it actually be God then? See what I mean? You can't put God in a box like that. Like I said, you can never put God. You cannot shun him away. You can't do nothing, because God is always gonna be there, whether you like it or not. You're still a program. You're still a program. We all still programs. We all still robots, right? Like that video I made about robots. Well, guess what? We all robots for God, right? Right? We all robots for God. So you can't run away from that. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. You're not gonna get anything out that deal. And that's what I said about that is, God, man, he's above for a reason. He's at the place for a reason. And people think they could get away with it and speak all this blasphemy against the Holy Ghost or whatever it is, And it's just that y'all really gotta really think about your life and think about what y'all going down, because you're not gonna get anything out the deal. I'm sorry. God is gonna have to destroy all y'all and send y'all to hell, because you create the world to be what it is. You create the world to be full of shit and full of full of the devil. You create the devil, and what you do and what you say and how you speak and what you pertain to and what your actions are. You make the world the devil. You make the devil in charge of the world. You make the devil the ruler of the world. And as for me, I like waiting on God. I like seeing what God can do with His power. I like going through my shit for God, and that's me. That's what I choose. I choose God above everything, man, and that's what I gotta say about this. Just vision for God. Keep your faith for God. Don't let no mental home scare you. Don't let all these devil worshippers scare you. You can't give respect to everyone. Some people don't want to give you respect, so you can't give them respect. If they want to think you're delusional for following God, go ahead. Go ahead. They thought Jesus was delusional too. They thought, let me use some schoolistic examples. They thought Malcolm X was delusional. They thought Martin Luther King was delusional. Oh, you can't scream. You can't scream at these motherfuckers because they enigma that too. You can't scream in no mental home. They're gonna think they're gonna think you're nuts. And Martin Luther King was screaming. So how does that make them feel then? Because think about Martin Luther King, man. He was screaming on that podium, man. If you're in the mental home preaching God, screaming, they already enigma it like it's wrong. They think you're crazy. Well, actually, you might as well just say Martin Luther King crazy. Oh, he's screaming, saying, "Oh yeah, anti-slavery." Ha ha ha. It's all about what you attach, man. It's all about the attachments you have on the words too. God, thank you, God. I love you, man. Thanks for this message, God. And I'm gonna say this before I'm out, man. Keep pursuing God, keep pursuing the truth, and don't let nobody stop you. Amen. Peace.